Welcome, lords and ladies. We're back for another Game of Thrones Winter is Coming video, and today we're going to get a closer look at some of the tactical combat. In fact, this is just one of the areas in which there is combat, and that is called the Weirwood. If you like Game of Thrones Winter is Coming videos, you should definitely like and subscribe because we're covering it, and it's a closed beta, so I don't know where else you can get some of this footage. Now, it's worth mentioning that we are partnering with the makers of this game to bring you footage today. So, we have powered up a whole heck of a lot since you last saw us. I think previously we were at 34,000 power, and now we're at 191,000 power. You can see that here in the upper left. And one of the game modes we've been exploring is something called the Weirwood. Now, the Weirwood is a mode where you pit your commanders against enemy armies, and all you do is you set your commanders. It doesn't have anything to do with the strength of your own personal armies. You don't bring your own armies. You have a preset number of troops that go with your commanders. Now, from what I have been able to gather so far, and obviously I'm not all that far along because I can't progress too far currently, there are 2 steps that you can do only one time that lead you toward a big event that has a boss. And when you do this sort of mini boss fight, you can repeat doing this event to get more rewards. And that is called blitzing. I assume you have to get 3 stars on the event in order to blitz it, and you've got some amount of, it's currently like health, maybe it's stamina, I'm not sure what it's actually called, it's this heart here, but we'll call it stamina for now. You've got some amount of stamina that limits the number of times that you can do this event every single day. Now, what I think is really interesting about this game mode is that you can set formations. And I'll show you off to the left over here, and it took me a little while to figure this out, but different types of units counter each other in this game, which is pretty straightforward. That makes sense. We've seen this mechanic in other games. The way that it works is that cavalry counters infantry, and infantry counter spearmen, and spearmen counter cavalry. And then, I guess, nothing counters the archers, and I guess the archers aren't weak to anything either. They also aren't strong against anything in particular. Now, you can see here that my 3 commanders, Soren, Osmond, and Robb Stark, each have a specialty. Soren is a spearman, Osmond is infantry, and Robb Stark is cavalry. And when I've got my configuration set up correctly, these arrows turn green. When I have it set up incorrectly, they are red. So for instance, this is a decent pairing because cavalry is going into infantry. Down over here, it doesn't like this pairing because now I'm bringing spearmen into infantry and I'm countered. So it's telling me that I'm being countered. Now, I can put 2 sets of commanders into a pairing here if I want to, but since I don't actually, let's see, even if I bring spearmen here, it doesn't seem to matter. I'm still countered by this commander, and I guess that's because Osmond is on the front line. So let's set up our configuration a little like this, so we have no one weak to anything. And by the way, when it's showing us this layout here, this is actually the layout of the enemies in the subsequent battles. And there's going to be 3 rounds, 1, 2, and 3 rounds. And you'll see these configurations as we go. Let's battle using this setup, and we'll give you a peek at what this is like. I think I showed this briefly in a separate video, but now that we actually understand how to play it, it should go a little bit differently. Now, this particular battle is going to be pretty easy for me. The next one is going to be pretty hard. And the key to this game mode is using your active skills at the right time. So when my bar powers up, I can use a skill. Now, I'm winning by so much. Maybe this was a little aggressive of me. But the skill damage does so much work in this game mode. Now, as I mentioned, this one's going to be really easy. The next one's going to be super hard. So now I've got my skill ready. Now I'm going to line this up. I can hit all 4 armies, which is going to be big damage. Oh, yeah. Doing work here. And we're going to save our skill attack on Osmond for the next round. We're on our way over. Now you can see we're up against a leader. We got a little boss fight over here. Okay, this first move is a stun. We're going to stun these 3 armies, always targeting the strongest army to diminish their numbers, and bada boom. Easy. But like I said, we beat this one a long time ago. 3 stars. There we go. Getting some Lord experience. That is my experience level, not commander experience. Let's go in and set our formation for this next fight. Sunny. Now there's rewards that we get here, including Sansa Stark. And do we want to unlock another commander? Yeah, we want to unlock another Lord. So let's check our formation. This formation, as you can see, is absolutely terrible. What do we do about this? What do we do about this? We need to put infantry into the spearmen, and then cavalry into the infantry, and spearmen into cavalry. That should solve that pretty handily. I don't know how much more damage you take when you are weak to something and what those numbers actually look like. Maybe we'll be able to find that information at some point. For now, I think we have what we need here to battle successfully. Now, when I tried this previously, I actually have more success combining them into a pairing like that. But let's give this a shot and see if we're successful. And it's worth mentioning that, you know, this doesn't use up your stamina if you fail. So we could try this a couple times if we need to. Alright, this is looking decent so far. We're going to use our big ability here that stuns everyone to get control of the battle. It looks like we might have missed this one army, though. I'm going to use my special because we're getting hurt pretty badly here. We're probably going to have to try this one again based on how it's going. I'm just guessing. Okay, we've got 2 specials we can use. This one goes in a line. It looks like I can only damage 2 units. I'm going to target it so that I hit the highest army unit. And then I'm going to use the stun with that same principle in mind, making sure I hit the armies that have the highest number of units, particularly that 998 one. There we go. And I think that we're about to lose Robb Stark. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. So Robb Stark is down, and I probably should not have used this special. There we go. We're making it to the final round, battered and bruised. We'll see if at the start of this fight we can get off 1 special before we engage this boss. Okay, here we go. We're going to make sure that we hit the boss and this one other unit. And now it's Osmond to fend for himself, and he is surrounded and getting completely wrecked. Oh, man. So I don't think our lords are powerful enough to make this work. We're going to try it one more time because I think we could have done a little bit better there. But I think we're just not quite there yet. And you can see this didn't use up any of our stamina or currency to do this event. We're actually going to try a slightly different configuration here. We're going to pair these up together because that worked really well for me in previous attempts. And we're going to see how this goes. So now you can see Sorin is located behind Robb Stark, seeking a little bit of protection there. And we're going to use a special ability the second we can. Okay. We're going to hit... Can we hit all 4 armies? We can. This is big. There it is. Now you can see how much better off we are here. Really, really remarkably better start. Now that we've got this solid start, I think we're well positioned to do some serious damage. Special ability is going to go in right away here. And here we are. Big stun. We're going to make sure this lands on... Oh, we can hit all 3. You can see that when they're targeted, when they're within the attack, they light up, which is good. Double the stun on this target, and we're going to save our special ability, although that might have been a mistake. Wow, look how much damage they did. Okay, we should have just used our specials, I think. I was not expecting that. I was saving the specials to kick this fight off with a bang. But I think we might have the right strategy here. So we're going to use these specials right away. We're going to get a big stun, making sure we hit the boss, then get an area attack in a line, and this is going to be really close. Oh my goodness, they did so much damage. Okay. I think we could beat this. I think we've got the right idea now. Oh, I just hit battle. Okay, good. It has the same formation. Good. We know what we need to do. We got to use the specials very, very aggressively. Okay. Here is an arc attack. And we're using our specials aggressively here. Making sure to keep our units as high health as possible. Okay, we got the big attack in a line. We are gonna target it so we hit the really high health unit. And then we're gonna get a cleave attack with a front area of effect. This is seemingly not going as well as the prior attempt, I feel. We do have all 3 commanders going into this final round, but they are gonna get bursted out really, really quickly. Here we go, charging into battle. We're going to have to get these specials going and hope we get some really big damage to pull this off. We're going to target that way, and this is just out of reach for us, honestly. Even with that... Oh, it's so close. Look how close we are. So look, I think if we power up just a little bit more, we're going to be able to beat this mode, and when we do, we're going to get another Lord. Let's do this. In order to maybe power up a little bit, what if we use some of our energy, and we'll do a blitz 10 times over here. We blitz 10 times, get a bunch of loot. This is going to give us some Lord experience. I don't think we're going to level up. Maybe this puts some experience on my commanders. And we'll give it one final shot. For those of you who are better at this game and this game mode than me, what am I missing for beating this fight? What am I missing? What am I doing wrong? What could I do better to knock this out? Okay, here we go. One last attempt in this encounter. Okay, here's the stun effect. This time, I don't know why this one may be powered up first, but there it is. Huge damage. I feel like we're higher health than we were previously, maybe? And our specials are ready to fire off almost right away, which is what we are going to do. We're going to cleave attack going, then we're going to land this huge stun hitting all 3 targets. I'm feeling really good about our chances going into this boss fight, using our specials very aggressively here to try to kill them off before they can do big damage themselves. This looks really, really promising. Although, look at the damage coming in. We are able to get this huge, crucial attack off right before Robb Stark goes down. Stun coming in, hitting 3 targets. Can we beat this? This is really close. We're going to have to get our special in order to pull this off. And we're going to have to put it in the right place. Where do we put it? I think we need to hit these 2 units. Oh my goodness, 37 left. Oh, that was so close. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, that was so close. I think we've got this. I think we can do it. And then we get Sansa. Oh, and we can see what Sansa does. This is really interesting. She's a bowman with Lady's Reckoning. Deals damage equivalent to 200% of the troop's attack. Wow, that seems really good. Skilled Artisan. Fortification, Durability. Archer Precision, Bowman Attack. Archer Inspiration, Bowman Health. I mean, one last try, I guess? We're giving this one more shot because we're so darn close to being able to beat it. I think we can do it. All right, looking good so far. This time we got that huge area of effect from Osmond, and we're going to open this battle with a sweeping attack from Robb Stark. Big stun, big damage, following it up with a stun lock. Really, really solid. I think I missed this target, which is going to end up being a big problem. And finish that off. Can we do it? I'm not sure. We're going to need to get our attack off from Robb Stark right away if he's going to get his special in at all. There it is. There it is. Targeting these units over here is going to get the most damage. That lands a stun, which is absolutely crucial. Following it up for another stun, putting a stun lock onto the enemies. And now, the arrow attack. We did it. Yes, we did it. Oh, baby. Didn't think we were going to be able to knock that out today. Final attempt for the day. Sansa Stark unlocked, feeling really good about our progress. That was amazing. Here we go. Sansa Stark unlocked. She's a support lady. And our next up is Arslan. I'm not pronouncing that correctly. That's embarrassing. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Reach 6, claim new rewards. Seems good. Seems really good. Oh, I'm so hyped. Honestly, I stopped recording and closed out the video and then did it one more time just because I thought we could finish. Yes, nailed it. Nice work, everyone. I really enjoyed bringing you this episode of Game of Thrones Winter is Coming. We're having a lot of fun playing the game. You should definitely like and subscribe. Check out the link in the bottom, by the way, for access to a pre-registration site where you can get a bunch of in-game stuff for pre-registering, which seems really sweet to me. If you enjoyed this video, once again, like and subscribe, and you have fun smashing the kingdom.